Imagine being locked inside the most secure prison in America. A prison surrounded by freezing waters, powerful currents, and dangerous conditions. A prison where officials proudly claimed that escape was impossible. Yet in June 1962, 3 prisoners vanished into the night. No bodies were ever found, and to this day, nobody knows for certain whether they survived. This is the incredible story of the escape from Alcatraz. Located on a rocky island in San Francisco Bay, Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary was designed to hold the nation's most dangerous criminals. The prison housed notorious gangsters, bank robbers, and repeat offenders who had caused problems in other prisons. Surrounded by cold water and strong currents, Alcatraz was considered escape-proof. Between 1934 and 1963, dozens of inmates tried to escape. Most were caught. Some drowned. None were officially successful, but that would change in 1962. The masterminds of the escape were brothers John Anglin and Clarence Anglin, along with fellow inmate Frank Morris. Frank Morris was highly intelligent and known for his ability to plan carefully. The Anglin brothers were experienced criminals who had spent years behind bars. Together, they began developing one of the most daring prison escape plans in history. But first, they needed a way out of their cells. The prisoners noticed that the concrete around the air vents behind their cells had become weakened by moisture and age. Using homemade tools crafted from stolen spoons, metal scraps, and a modified vacuum cleaner motor, they secretly chipped away at the walls. Every day they removed small pieces of concrete. To cover the noise, they played music during recreation periods. The prison guards never suspected what was happening. Night after night, the holes grew larger. Eventually, the men were able to crawl through the openings and enter an unused utility corridor behind the cells. The impossible was slowly becoming possible. The prisoners knew guards routinely checked cells at night. If their beds appeared occupied, they could gain valuable hours before anyone noticed. So they created fake heads. Using soap, toilet paper, cement dust, and paint, they carefully crafted realistic faces. They even attached real hair collected from the prison barbershop. When placed on their pillows in the darkness, the dummy heads looked surprisingly convincing. The stage was set. On the evening of June 11, 1962, the plan finally began. Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers slipped through the holes in their cell walls. Another inmate involved in the plot, Alan West, failed to escape because he could not widen his opening in time. The 3 men climbed through service corridors and reached the prison roof. From there, they carefully made their way down to the shoreline. Over many months, they had secretly assembled a raft made from more than 50 stolen raincoats. They inflated the raft and prepared for the dangerous journey across San Francisco Bay. Then they disappeared into the darkness. The next morning, guards began their routine checks. At first, everything seemed normal. Then a guard approached Frank Morris's bed. The fake head rolled onto the floor. The prison erupted into chaos. Sirens sounded. Search teams rushed into action. The FBI, Coast Guard, and local police launched one of the largest manhunts in American history. Helicopters searched from above. Boats scanned the waters below. But the escapees were nowhere to be found. Authorities eventually concluded that the men had likely drowned in the icy waters. The currents around Alcatraz were extremely dangerous. Officials argued that survival was unlikely. However, many people were not convinced. Over the years, investigators uncovered clues suggesting the men might have survived. Family members claimed they received mysterious messages. Witnesses reported seeing suspicious individuals after the escape. Some researchers believe the raft could have successfully carried the men to shore. Yet no definitive proof has ever emerged. No bodies were recovered. No confirmed sightings were ever verified. The mystery remained unsolved. Less than a year after the escape, Alcatraz prison was closed. Officials cited high operating costs and deteriorating facilities. Today, the island is a popular tourist attraction visited by millions each year. Visitors can still see the prison cells and learn about the legendary escape. And many leave wondering the same question that has puzzled investigators for decades. What really happened to Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers? More than 60 years later, the escape from Alcatraz remains one of the greatest prison mysteries in history. Did the men drown in the cold waters of San Francisco Bay? Or did they achieve the impossible and disappear forever? Until undeniable evidence is found, the truth may never be known. And that mystery is exactly what keeps the Lao